This tutorial introduces you to the concept of reflex action and reflex arc. If you like what you see on our channel, please like, subscribe and turn on notifications. What do you do if you see a bee headed in your direction, ready to sting? Of course, you move yourself away from the bee to avoid the painful sting. In a situation like this, your reactions are always immediate, involuntary and sudden. They happen without the involvement of the thinking process. This action is called reflex action. Here the spinal cord has major role to play. The whole mechanism of reflex action occurs in such a fashion that there is no conscious control of the brain. Changes in an organism's environment are called stimuli and are sensed by specialized cells called receptors, which are situated on the sense organs like eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. The organism responds using effector organs like muscles, which may respond by contracting, and glands which secrete various substances to bring about the response. A reflex action is made possible by neural pathways called reflex arc, which can act on an impulse before the impulse reaches the brain. Let us look at how neurons make up the reflex arcs and how they work. When we inadvertently touch something hot, the receptors in the skin detect the change in temperature first, and an impulse is picked up by a sensory neuron which travels along its axon and passes it on to the relay neuron located in the spinal cord. The relay neuron then passes this impulse to the brain and then to the motor neuron. The motor neuron then sends the impulse to the effector organ, the muscles in the arm, which produces a response by contracting so that the hand is pulled away from the hot flame. This sort of a pathway taken by the nerve impulses in a reflex action is called a reflex arc. Now you must be wondering, even though the information was sent to the brain by the relay neuron, why is the brain not processing the information and then giving the command? Instead, the command to contract is sent to the muscles directly by the relay neuron. If we were to wait for the brain to think about it and decide what to do, the time lapse would mean that the damage would have already been done. We need immediate action, and in such cases, the nervous system bypasses the requirement of the brain's response. Your brain is made aware of it, but you only consciously realize what is happening after the message has been sent on to your muscles. Reflex actions are very useful because the message gets from the receptor to the effector as quickly as possible. You do not waste time in thinking about what to do. To sum it up, a reflex arc is the shortest route that can be taken by an impulse from a receptor to an effector. The path of the reflex arc can be represented as stimulus to receptor, then via sensory neuron to the relay neuron, which passes to the brain or spinal cord. From here, via the motor neuron to the effector, which produces a response. You must be thinking, how do these nervous impulses pass from one neuron to the other? This happens by means of synapses. Stay tuned as we travel along with the nervous impulse to understand what is a synapse.